So it was January 12th, 2018. I was on my way home. It was the beginning of tax season. On the phone in the car, talking with clients, and drove into the neighborhood, saw some cars outside. I recognized a couple of the cars. Looked like my in-laws. They were over there quite often, so that wasn't that irregular, but there's a couple other cars I didn't recognize. I drove in the garage. I was still on the phone, very busy person, and as I came into the den, I saw people sitting around the couch, around the room. I was like, hey, Julie, I'm going to have to call you back. I don't know what's going on here. My wife asked me to sit down and started reading me this letter. She started talking about all the things that I'd been doing over the last few years. I couldn't believe that this was happening. I normally was in control of situations. I normally had everything together. I had a plan. I knew what was going to happen. I'd never been thrown into a situation like this before. And as she continued to talk about all these things that I've been doing, my in-laws started telling me things that I've been doing as well, how much they love their daughter, how they wanted me to change. At that time, I had to admit some things. So I'm Jonathan, and I'm an alcoholic. This is a picture of me about that time. At that time, I thought I really had control. As I said, I thought I had everything under control, and I had nothing under control. And the sooner that we can understand and start to accept the fact that we don't have control over everything, the more peace we will feel. When I was in that room, my wife told me that I had to start going to AA. She said that I had to go to marriage counseling. She had 5 suitcases packed up in my bedroom. And I was either going to leave the house or I was going to start going to AA and going to marriage counseling. I didn't want to change, but it's time. I had to change. Through AA, through marriage counseling, I learned awareness. The better awareness you have, the better choices you will make, the better results you will get. Something that I talk about often is to accomplish anything, you must write down something. So I hope while I'm talking to you today, you hear something that you like, write it down. To accomplish anything, you must write down something. So the better awareness we have, the better choices we make, the better results we will get. And so through AA, through that experience, I've learned so much about serenity. And my favorite prayer is the Serenity Prayer. Does anybody know the Serenity Prayer? Have you ever heard it? God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Living one moment at a time, enjoying one day at a time, accepting hardships as the pathway to peace. Accepting hardships as the pathway to peace. Our challenges are what make us great. Our challenges are what bring us closer to God. Our challenges is what helps us to get what we want. As I went to AA and continued to change over the next few months, over the next 6 months, this is my family, that's my wife, Lindsay. My oldest daughter, Lainey, is on the left. My middle daughter, Sally, is on the right. And my youngest daughter, Molly, is in the middle. After a few months, we were getting ready to go to church, and Molly really did not have much of a relationship with me because the very beginning of her life, I really wasn't around. I really wasn't participating. And she ran up to me as we were getting ready to go to church. She was like, "Hold me, Daddy," and she looked at me. She took my face, and she said, "I like you this way." I'll never forget that. Control what you can control. Accept the fact that the results are out of your control. One of my mentors, a guy named Brandon Dawson, I love this saying. What you think is what you say is what you do creates your legacy. What do you want your legacy to be? When I was drinking, that was not a legacy I wanted. This is a legacy that I want. This is something that has meaning to me. And it's not just the fact that it's my family. You know, you hear a lot of people say that it's for my family. That's my why. And that's fantastic. But my family helps me get what I want because they give me the courage. They give me the support. They tell me when I'm doing things right, when I might be doing some things wrong, and they care. They hold me accountable. Accountability is a reminder of what you want. Accountability is not a bad thing. It's a great thing. So at Croft & Frost, we help you develop an accounting for your life. An accounting for your life. After I've been sober about 18 months, when you change, the people around you that are really close to you, they don't change as rapidly as you're changing. So my business partner at the time, great person, just wasn't on the same path as me anymore. So we had to break up. Now, when I broke up with that business partner, I don't know if you've ever done that before, I didn't really do it the right way at all. I didn't know how. But when I did, man, did I discover that there was a whole other culture inside of our company that ended up destroying the company. We had two cultures in there. I don't know if you've ever been a part of something like that before, but we had two cultures in that company. And so when we broke up, one person quit. The next week, another person quit. The next week, another person quit. Every single week, I talked with Kim Irvin on our team. She's still on our team today. We discussed the next person that was leaving. We went from 42 people down to 8 people. We lost 736 clients in 6 months. Our total number of clients at that time was about 1,000. My business was plummeting. It was being destroyed. Why in the world is this happening, God? Like, I'm sober now. I'm making better choices. But I don't have any control over the results. I don't have any time. I don't have any control over the timing of those results. When I got sober, I went to this conference called 10X, and I discovered the power of social media. There's some Grant Cardone fans, there's not some Grant Cardone fans. It kind of depends on who you are, right? But when I went there, I got on social media. So as I was on social media, I was on a fall break trip with my family in Chicago, and I was taking a video. I was on that architectural tour, and I was taking a video, and this guy DM'd me. He said, "Hey, I've been following you for about 18 months. He said, I'd love to meet you. I think my boss might enjoy talking with you." So I was like, okay, let's grab a drink. I did have water. I'm still sober, thank God. Thank you. So I met my business partner, Paul Croft, as a result of that. Paul is an amazing person. At that time, I didn't have anybody. I was losing my business. I was very successful. I had a lot going on. Even though I was an alcoholic and still am an alcoholic, I was a highly functioning alcoholic. Like, I made shit happen. It got done. I had great clients. They were loyal as hell. They couldn't believe when I started to change the business and how I was picking up clients, and I wanted to speak, and I wanted to talk to people, I wanted to impact people, I wanted to write a book. I want to have bigger impact. I don't want to just do tax returns. So when I met Paul, I met this guy who's a big dreamer, a visionary. If you ever read the book Rocket Fuel, the way Paul and I's partnership works, our business partnership works, is he's the visionary, I'm the integrator. Our business runs off the book Traction. Anybody read Traction by Gino Wickman? Traction is an amazing, amazing book. Amazing book, and it is the playbook. It's no longer my way. It's not Paul's way. It's Traction. We're following Traction. So if you're growing a team, I highly, highly recommend reading that book. Put it on your list and start applying it right now, because it tells you exactly. It is the business playbook. So when I met Paul, we decided to call it Croft and Frost. Croft, anything is possible. Frost, will make it happen. We are going to help you build courage and create wealth. And our guarantee is we're going to change the way you think. So I want you to stand up with me real quick. Stand up with me real quick if you don't mind. We're going to do a little exercise. We're going to build a little system here, because systems help you to get results. Okay, so when I say build courage, I want you to clap once. Build courage. When I say create wealth, I want you to clap twice. Create wealth. When I say change the way you think, I want you to clap 3 times. Change the way you think. All right, now let's do it all at once. Build courage. Create wealth. Change the way you think. Woo! Atta baby. I love that. Okay, you sit back down. So that's what we do at Croft and Frost. We help you build courage. We help you create wealth. We help you change the way you think, because that's what it's happened for us. That's what's happened for us in our organization, with our team, with our experts. We do that through what we call the 4 foundations of wealth creation. The 4 foundations of wealth creation we have found are: increase your recurring monthly income, save money on taxes, protect your income through tax-free wealth, and invest in yourself and others. Invest in yourself and others. And as you invest in yourself and others, like you have here, like Kenny and Stacy do for you, like your team leaders do for you, every day your income will increase. See, we believe at Croft and Frost, in order to create wealth, you must give up some of your wealth. I don't want anybody telling me how to give up my wealth. I want to do that. And in order to create wealth in others, you must give up some of your wealth. Through these 4 foundations, one thing I've always told people is that accounting is 90% psychology. It's 10% accounting. And I think what makes Paul and I's business partnership so powerful, and our team so powerful, is that we understand that at Croft and Frost. We understand that 90% of what we're doing starts with your mindset. What you think is what you say. What you say is what you do. What you do creates your legacy. Now, one other thing that we help people with is we help you to figure out who you are. Who are you? And what do you want? It's the hardest questions to answer, I believe. Who am I? What do I want? Now that can change, and that is different for every single person in here. There is no one way to do a tax return. There is no one-way wealth strategy that is the way no matter what. I can guarantee it. I was talking to Greg earlier, and he's got all kinds of different ways to make some money from time to time. You have so many different ways in order to create wealth, but you have to define what that is. What do you want? So, what I hear most of the time is financial freedom. Who wants financial freedom? Okay? Yeah. That's most of the time. I want financial freedom. My business coach, Dan Nosley, told me that freedom equals, discipline equals freedom. Discipline equals freedom. So, if I want financial freedom, I believe financial freedom is possible no matter how much money you're making at any time, no matter what. Financial freedom is really freedom from your finances, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. If you can get to a place to where you can let go of $1 really quickly, I believe you have financial freedom. In order to have freedom, we have to have discipline. So how do we develop discipline in our daily routine? One of my mentors, John Maxwell, said, in order to change your life, you must change your daily routine. So that's what we help people with. We help you find that financial freedom. We help you develop that discipline. How do we do that? Same way I got sober. Better awareness, better choices, better results. How do we raise awareness in our daily routine? We've got 3 different ways. And remember, once you develop this discipline, that will turn into a habit. A habit will then turn into confidence. And then confidence will then turn into courage. Now, when you have courage, you can do anything. Courage before cash, always. Always courage before cash. So how do we develop this discipline? How do we put that together? We've got 3 ways that we do that at Croft and Frost. The first way is our daily ledger. The daily ledger is a journal that I use. I've got one back there where you write down what you're grateful for every day. You write down what your goal for the day is. You write down your targets for the day, and you write down what will make today great. I write my goals down every single day. I've done it since 2019, November of 2019, every single day. Now, have those goals changed? Yes, they have. They have. And they change as much as I want them to. And that's okay. But I'm writing down those goals each and every day. The second way, I talk about this in my book, The Life Ledger. The second way is through the Daily 5. It's called the Creation Foundation, a foundation to your day. You want to change your life? Start beating the sun up every day. Start doing a daily devotional or meditation. Start working out every day. Start training every day, reading, and then start doing the daily ledger every day. That's the Daily 5. One of my other mentors, Gary Vee, He always puts up a 5 when he's doing a picture. If you ever follow him, that's where I got the 5 from. I don't think many people even know that are close to me. And then finally is a mindset. That mindset is day one. Day one. Every day is day one. Day one consists of daily reminders, daily actions, and daily accountability. You got to have people around you reminding you of what you want. Because the beauty of it is, accountability is a fantastic thing when you're defining what you want. Daily reminders, daily actions, and daily accountability. That is day one. That's what we help people with at Croft and Frost. We help you build courage. We help you create wealth. We help you to change the way you think. And the way that we want to do that is we want you to become a part of our community. If you scan this barcode, doesn't cost you anything, completely free. We have this program called the Onward Accelerator Program. That program is a community of people that are talking about everything that I discussed today. Daily actions, 4 foundations, figuring out who you are, what you want, helping you to create the wealth that you desire, that you define. We're going to help you build the systems in your life, just like I've built the systems in my life to finally be sober, to finally have a team of 95 people today, to finally be able to rebuild our business, have a brand new partner who believes in me, have a brand new life with my family. That's what we do in this community. This will also get you into our webinars. We have free webinars every single month that we talk about each part of the Daily Ledger, 4 foundations, wealth creation, building courage. We talk about those in those webinars as well. Now, we believe in creating wealth, which what did I say about creating wealth? You got to give away a little bit in order to create some wealth. So, when you scan this barcode, you are going to be entered into a contest to win up to $50,000 worth of value of our products and services. I want to give this to you. We want to give this to you so that you can become a part of our events and experiences. So when you scan this, that puts you in there for that giveaway that we will have later this afternoon. Remember, every day is day one. Thank you.